Hi, hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day so far. I thought today is a well-needed self-care slash wellness habits vlog. I have been taking my wellness seriously I was on a weight loss journey for about 2 years, lost a good amount of weight, and now I'm kind of, still keeping in mind that I want to lose more weight, but also trying to focus on wellness habits and just building that good, strong system for myself. So I thought I would take you guys along with me through a whole day of what I do for my wellness habits. If you watch the last What I Eat in a Day, which I'll link here, you'll see that I take a lot of supplements, and I still do to this day, probably a month later since I filmed the What I Eat in a Day, and I still do all the same habits, and honestly I love it. You can't live without it. I think the only times I really skip it is the weekends, but Monday to Friday I am always on that same routine. And today is Wednesday when I am filming this, so I'm freshly showered. Let's go through all the supplements I take, and then also just some of the little things I do to make myself feel better throughout the day. And honestly, I hope this gives you guys inspiration, because wellness and self-care is so important, especially in this day and age where everything is so crazy. There is really no guarantee about what's gonna happen tomorrow in anything, so please take care of yourself. But if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, make sure that you do. I release videos every single week. I'm hoping to up the schedule soon, so it's gonna be so fun. I am just buzzing with ideas. So fun. I love the food related videos. Those are my favorite videos. But yeah, let's get started. So I just took a shower. Actually, I usually take a shower in the afternoon. I don't take a shower before breakfast, but honestly I woke up kind of feeling icky. My husband has been sick for a week, so I'm hoping I'm not getting that. I don't really get sick that easily. It's usually just if I have an infection is when I get sick, so hopefully it goes away. But I'm feeling my voice kind of raspy. But I'm freshly showered. I did my steps prior to me sleeping. I work night shifts, so my watch obviously resets at 12 p.m. So from 12 a.m. So 12 a.m. to 4 a.m. I was actually walking around. So I have a fair amount of steps already. So I'm gonna do more steps later on tonight, and I'm gonna skip my 30 minutes of walking that I usually do after breakfast. But okay. Okay, this is gonna be a little bit of a process. I have to get everything ready, so give me a sec. Okay, so this is a lot, but usually I have a lemon in a jar ready. I usually cut up at the beginning of the week, but I actually ran out yesterday. I just remembered. So I usually cut some lemon. I don't put that much, but I'll cut the rest up later too. So I get a small glass. I fill it with a bit of ice, and then I squeeze my lemon in. And then I add 2 shots of apple cider vinegar. This is half of a tablespoon. So a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. 1, 2, and water. Water. I wanted to say cold water, but I ended up saying water. Mix that all up. And this is the very first thing that enters my system in the morning. Once that is done, I have a spoonful of my sea moss gel. Right now I have the mango and pineapple. Last month I had strawberry. I basically just take a tablespoonful. And then last but not least, I have a multivitamin. I really don't like these. They're giant pills, and I don't love giant pills, but I don't know what got me to get these. I just want to try them. I'm getting gummy vitamins next time. Gummy vitamins never do me wrong. Okay, so I have my multivitamin. And that's the first part. The second part I make is my protein collagen iced coffee, which you guys already know. If you have been following my content for a while, you know how much I love my protein collagen iced coffees. But I put about 200 milliliters of milk I just use 2% milk. I used to use oat milk and stuff, but honestly, I have a lot of issues with acne, and I find that when I drink oat milk, my acne would flare up a lot. Like I get more red dots. So, I mean, dairy isn't any better, but it's it's a slightly better milk alternative, I find. Or maybe it's delusional, but I just feel like my flare-ups are not as crazy. But okay, I do 1 scoop of protein powder. I have vanilla right now, which is not my fave. So as soon as I finish this, I'm probably never getting vanilla again. I'm gonna get chocolate or chocolate peanut butter. And hopefully we'll have s'mores one day again. And then I do a scoop of collagen. The recommended dosage for this is actually 2 scoops, but I think 1 scoop's okay for me. I eat a lot of collagen anyways, because like I do have a lot of milk, and I do love to eat like things like beef tendon and stuff, which has a lot of collagen. I love chicken broth and everything, beef broth. So I don't really think I'm under, but I do want to prioritize my skin and joint support. I feel like, I mean, I'm not old. I'm only 28, but I feel like the older I get, the more like my joints and my ligaments, how do I explain it? They feel like gears that are not well oiled. Does that make sense? Like, you know, when you hear like gears and they're like not oiled and they make noise, that's how my joints feel sometimes. And I feel like when I take more collagen, they're softer. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. Okay, I give this a shake, and of course I fill this with ice. Then I pour up my protein. Yep, and that's about it. That is my morning wellness routine. And then I enjoy breakfast and I get on with my day. So I'm not gonna film foods today because this video is not food focused, but I will catch you guys for lunch-ish time because that's when I usually take my creatine and I do my journaling. So I'll catch you guys in a little bit. Okay, it's about 4:10 now, and I was doing blog work for pretty much the whole time. I was scheduling some pins, I was preparing some Halloween content, Halloween pins. So let's take a break. I'm gonna have lunch soon, but I'm not that hungry, so I think I'm gonna push it a little bit. And I also have to clean the kitchen and do the dishes and do some meal prep. But I thought now would be a good time to take creatine, and then also I wanted to do a journal prompt because I usually switch up whether doing it in like the daytime or before I go to bed. But I've been trying to go to bed right away so that I can have better sleep because again, like summer is so hard for me. But I usually take a scoop of creatine. Honestly, creatine has been a game changer for me. Ever since I started lifting, I feel like there was a point where I wasn't seeing any progress. And then I started taking creatine and I felt like my muscles were actually building and getting more defined. So I take creatine every day. But let's do a journal prompt. I feel like I need it. It's been so busy in my life and I'm just go. And a journal prompt really grounds me. And I feel like it's such an important part of my self-care. And I also have a Ziploc bag of these with affirmations. So when I'm feeling like overwhelmed or anxious, I usually like to pick one and it just reminds me of my worth and value. But let's do a journal prompt. Oh, let's do an affirmation actually later too. Oh, this is sweet. Okay, so the journal prompt that I picked today is, what are 5 things I love about myself? Okay, that's so cute. BRB. I'm gonna write it and then check back in. Okay, oh, this was so sweet. Honestly, this is exactly what I needed. So the question that I had to answer was, what are 5 things I love about myself? And I'll share them with you because honestly, it's nice to say it out loud too. But one is that I'm always kind-hearted. I think for as long as I can remember, I've always led my life with kindness. I love being just like a nice person, and I know that everybody has their own struggles. So for me, obviously there are some moments where I kind of crack or I'm a little impatient, but for the most part, I've always led my life with being kind and knowing that everybody has their own struggles, and even if they are mean to me, I try to never reciprocate back if I can, and just know that, you know, they could be going through something, and it goes a long way for someone to be kind to you without expecting anything back. The second thing is that I'm always positive. Again, despite having moments, I'm only human. I'm not gonna say that I'm the most positive and kind person in the world, but I've always been a positive person, even when I'm going through things in my own life or when people are going through things. I always believe in the phrase, this too shall pass. Whatever you're worrying about now, a year, 2, 5, or in the future, any amount of years later, you'll look back at your stress and realize, oh, that was a silly thing to stress about because I'm doing fine. So I'm very positive about that. Number 3, I've always been very silly and whimsy. I like to believe in always nurturing your inner child, or like the little kid in you, believing in magic. Examples, I love making up words. If you ask my husband or anybody, I always make up random words and I have my own meanings to them. I'm always laughing and I'm joking a lot, and I'm just trying to like be very lighthearted because life is hard. Life is hard. So just having those like little moments and being a kid and being silly is really what helps you get through it. 4th is always wanting to learn and be adventurous. I love being open-minded. I love learning new things. Again, I'm not perfect. I'm only human, so I love being able to open my mind to new perspectives. I love being able to understand what other people are going through. I ask a lot of questions to a lot of people just so I can understand how their thought process might be different from mine and how I can learn and understand them. I also love being adventurous with like new hobbies, trying out new things, being open-minded, finding out what I like and what I don't like, and knowing that I can't judge until I've tried it. And then the 5th one is always prioritizing my loved ones. I have always been a family and friend-centered person. I love to go above and beyond for my loved ones, and honestly, I love that about me. Sometimes it can be a weakness. I'm not gonna lie, I prioritize people over myself, but I don't know. For me, like when I love somebody, doesn't matter if it's a friendship or a family member or, you know, even a coworker or acquaintance or anything, but when I love somebody and I respect them, I love seeing life work for them too. I love being supportive. I love making their lives easier. I love seeing them live their best life, just like how I live my best life. So yeah, I love that I do that, or like I prioritize my loved ones. Yeah, oh my god, this was so cute. I feel kind of shy talking about it. It's like my journal entry. But anyways, this was really good. I highly recommend having a little baggie of journal prompts and affirmations because it really goes a long way. Like, I was so involved in my work for like the past, you know, like last night, obviously I worked on my corporate job. I went to sleep and then I woke up and I woke up and I worked on my full-time job, or sorry, my part-time job, my blog work and everything, and I was just like work. So just having to answer this just broke apart my day, and honestly makes me feel so good. So yeah, definitely recommend doing journal prompts, even if it's just answering one question a day. Highly recommend. I've done a few. I mean, I've switched notebooks. I used to have a larger notebook, but yeah, I do them like every day pretty much, and it makes me feel good. But yeah, I will take you guys through my night routine a little bit later, and we'll do an affirmation, but time to get back to chores. Hi, hello friends. It is already almost midnight. So after I last left you guys, after journaling, I pretty much just got my steps in. I like to just walk in place or go on my walking pad. Depends. If I'm like watching TV, I'll just like walk in place. But I thought I would show you guys what I do before I go to bed. It is my lunchtime. I usually work 8 p.m. to 4 a.m. So my lunch times are usually like 11 or like midnight. And then during lunch, I usually have my magnesium. It's best to take it in the evening or before you go to bed. I feel like this really mellows me out for the last half of my shift. So I like to take one of my magnesium pills. And then I drink a lot of ice water before going to bed. I feel like sometimes in the day I forget to drink a lot of water. So taking that out. And that is pretty much my wellness self-care routine that I do daily. Let's end off the day with an affirmation. This affirmation is for both you and me. If you're watching this, you're meant to see this affirmation. This one's calling me. Oh, okay. My inner beauty shines brighter than any external circumstances. Say it with me. My inner beauty shines brighter than any external circumstances. If you're watching this, this is for you and this is for me. But thank you guys so much for watching to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed and also get into your own wellness and self-care routine. Honestly, I've been doing this for consistently maybe about 2 months. I started off with sea moss gel and then it kept building from there, and I've had 2 jars of sea moss gel already and they last me like a month each. So about 2 months, and honestly I've built my routine as I went. The newest addition was the magnesium. This was recent. I think I've been doing this for about 3 weeks now, and honestly it's so nice. It's so nice to have a routine to fall back on, and all of this makes me feel so good. But I love you guys so much, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.